United Airlines has returned to South Africa after a 2-year break. It started its direct service from New York to Johannesburg. The flight into Johannesburg landed a little earlier, and the tourism and transport ministers were there with US envoys to welcome the inaugural flight. But aviation analyst Phutego Mojapele says this is not really good news for South Africa. He joins us now via Skype. We are always looking for good news, and it seems hard to come by. Why do you say this is not good news for us, Phutego?
Hi, thanks, Jane, and viewers at home. I don't think this is a good for us as South African aviation industry, and I think it is more of benefiting foreign airlines that we see them flocking into our country with no direct benefit to our industry, especially in aviation space. Maybe for tourism and other sectors, they might be beneficial there, but as far as South Africa aviation space is concerned, there is no benefit. I mean, if you look at United, they started in 2019 bringing in the New York service out of New York to Cape Town. Now they are coming into Johannesburg. This is the direct takeover of the market share that South African Airways have been enjoying within the SADC region. Now they are coming to claim it, and that could not be good news at all for us.
Yeah, because it's always down to the battle of the routes, isn't it? Who can secure most of them? So where does that leave us?
Yeah, I mean, we have what we call an open sky policy that doesn't necessarily benefit us as a country. If you go to the United States and try to get one of the airlines that we have in South Africa to try and fly direct to New York or any other place there, it's going to take them a good couple of years to get that route established. But because we are soft and we just accept anything that comes our way, we just accept these things to continue to happen. I mean, look at what Emirates is doing. I mean, they have so many slots in Johannesburg and Cape Town, including Durban. And, you know, they'll continue to have many other airlines coming into South Africa. And this is not really helping to grow the airlines that are operating within here. I mean, the taxpayers have spent 10.5 billion on resuscitating South African Airways, which is, they are expecting return on investment, and we're not sure if they're going to continue to get that investment back. And
I guess there's some sort of macabre delight in securing these routes, securing the activity to and from South Africa, which pushes SAA further into its black hole.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I just don't think South African Airways will ever had an opportunity and favors that they've been benefiting within the SADC. And I'm sure many other airlines like Ethiopian also, they have their market share within South Africa via Addis, and they also going to New York as well. So, I mean, you can see how much deep hole it continued to deepen. And this foreign airlines, they've got deep pockets. They can, I mean, they're flying 787-9. That's a brand new aircraft. And we only have 17 years old Airbus A330, and Airbus A346 and 300s. And these are very old. And how are they going to compete, SAA, with these people? I just think that open sky policy doesn't work for us at all.
And you get those super sexy airlines coming from the Middle East, as you say. I mean, just a much higher standard, both inside and out. So what happens now? What should we be doing?
What we should be doing now is to try and focus on increasing or reducing the number of the services that are coming into South Africa. We just got to find a way in which we're saying, how do we protect the aviation space within I mean, we've got lots of pilots here, we've got lots of other professionals within the industry, and once you don't have a local operator that can offer those services, I mean, they are going to be in a dire strait. I mean, there's not going to be a market for them to continue pursuing their careers in that space.
And at this rate, I mean, you are going to be seeing a lot more pilots heading out of South Africa, including crew and those with skills linked to services.
And where does it leave our country and the development as well? Because surely the government have spent quite a substantial amount of money developing the industry within the country. Surely that should be the those people that would be moving out of the country, they'll be paying taxes to those countries that will be operating to. And here in South Africa, we would be left with nobody to pay tax, and we will continue to be a little poor African country out there.
Okay, Phutego, somebody not celebrating that inaugural flight today, but you certainly make a lot of sense of what's going on in that industry.